Hey everybody, Kirsty Snyder here with Mindset Monday coming at ya in the beautiful day of March, the 21st, okay? If you do not see the red live button up top, that means you're catching the replay, whether again because of so many golden nuggets that you'll hear today, or for the first time because you have a JOB and need to catch it later. Just make sure that you hashtag replay in the comments when you do watch it back so that you can be intentionally present, you can gain and give, and you're able to help other people. If you decide to comment and participate, other people will feel that collaboration and be able to increase themselves as well because you're being so intentionally present, okay? So when you get on, make sure to say hi. I'd love to hear from you. Make sure that I know you're tuning in. That way I can be more intentionally present with you. Good to see you, Greg. Good to see you, Tim. The other two of you, I don't know who you are, so make sure to say hi. It sometimes notifies me who's on, sometimes it does not. So say hi in the comments when you get here. I would love to hear from you, okay? On this Mindset Monday, we're going to be talking about a thing called praxis. Hi, baby girl. Why is that? Sweetie pie. We're going to be talking about a thing called praxis. If you guys have heard of it, let me know in the comments that you've heard of it. If you have not, you're in for a treat because Mindset Monday, okay, mindset in general is definitely needed within praxis for your SHG business, okay? Now, first, I want you to be tagging your team, okay? Whether you have a bunch of team members or you do not, I want you to swipe me down so I'm little in the corner. Hi, Ashley. And I want you to start tagging people. Why? Because collaboration is key. Do not hoard it for yourself. It's awesome that you're here, but I want you to tag other members so that they can be intentionally present and they can gain something from this as well, okay? I want to be able to hit 20 people, and right now we're at 5. I want to hit 20. Let's get at least a couple dozen more, at least a dozen, give or take, okay? Tag your friends who are in this group, whether you personally enrolled them or you did not. Thank you, Daniel, for tagging people. Okay, so praxis, you guys, tell me what you think praxis is. Even if you cheat and you go online and you search the word praxis, Praxis, tell me what you think praxis is, okay? If you've never heard of it, put in the comments you've never heard of it, okay? But if you have heard of it, let me know what you believe the definition of praxis is. Okay? Praxis. Hi, Carl. Sucker, why is that? It's like inevitable. Every time I go live, she's like, oh, now I have opinions and I'm going to be grumpy. It's fine. Sugar. Okay, so praxis, you guys. What do you feel praxis is? And why the heck are we still at 6 people? Come on. Let's do it. Let's do it. No problem if you've never heard of it. That's kind of the point, right? Is that I'm able to teach you something that you've not heard of before, which is a good thing. So, praxis. Okay, so first I'm going to start out with a quote from Napoleon Hill, and I'm going to slaughter it because I don't know it verbatim. But I want all 7 of you who are on right now to put in the comments, okay, as I say this right now, your belief determines your results. It's the belief in the thing that allows the result to come, okay? Belief in the thing allows the result to come. Hi, Jason. Replay's good, my friend, no worries. Belief in the thing allows it to come. Your belief in your SHG business is what determines your success in this business. The belief in the thing allows it to come. Belief, okay? If you know what praxis is, which a lot of you guys don't, which is a good thing. This is why we're expressing it today. Praxis, Praxis, is the integration of belief with behavior. Belief with behavior, okay? A lot of you guys are like, I believe the SHG will work and I'm so excited and blah, blah, blah. And I totally want to believe you. Yet, and here's some tough love, your behavior says that you don't believe, okay? What I mean by that is you can come on these types of things all day long. Just like Daniel says, you can check the box like, yep, I showed up for Mindset Monday, woohoo. Good for you. Who the freak cares if you don't then integrate your behavior with that belief? Okay? Think about it like this. If you believe something so much, just like you guys have heard me say before, your thought turns into your feeling. Your feeling gives you your action, which is your behavior. Your action determines your results. So if you look at your outside circumstance, how many enrollments you have with SHG, how successful you are with marketing, how consistent you show up, all of that. If those things are anywhere but where you actually desire them to be, you have to backtrack and say, okay, what was the thought that I held on to, that I persisted in, that gave me my result? Okay? So if you're actually fusing, integrate, have them talk to each other, however you want to describe it. If you're fusing your belief with your behavior will give you the result. So instead of saying you believe it, or I emailed X amount, or I tried on TikTok, or I kind of put out a YouTube video, if you say you've done something yet your results are not there, to me, you're just making a noise. Okay, and that maybe sounds a little bit harsh, but it doesn't matter what you proclaim, what you affirm, unless your actions give you the results that you desire. So when you integrate your belief with your behavior, rather than, I believe I can, and I'm like, yeah, you're just talking, making a noise, okay? It just sounds good, but it's not actually good, okay? It's not giving the result. You need to increase your belief system so that when you behave, when you then act towards your goal, it actually shows up, okay? Just like Daniel says, don't mistake movement for achievement. Just because you're sending out emails, just because you put out a YouTube video, just because you took YouTube University, just because you're here on this Mindset Monday does not mean that your results are saying you did anything at all, right? So what I encourage you guys to start doing is backtrack yourself. What is your goal? Let's see, 11 of you on right now? All 11 of you guys on right now, talk. I'm talking so much, I'm just making a noise and Kirsty hears it, yet my results don't say that what I'm talking about is real. Do you guys understand that? Does that make sense to you? You are just making a noise if what you are talking about, I believe I can, woohoo, yeah, I don't freaking care to be a cheerleader, right? You shouldn't care to be a cheerleader either. What you should care is the result that you're attaining because your action is there, okay? The more often you can plug into these types of things, the more often you can be there when we do a training, the more often you can respond to your life rather than react to your life. Put that in the comments. Respond to my life, not react to my life. Respond to my life, not react to my life. The more you can respond, the more you're actually creating. If you're not in creation, you're in what I call death. Which sounds funny, but hear me out. You're either paralyzed or you're moving forward, right? You're either creating or you're disintegrating. You're either growing or you're dying. There is no in between. It's either you're choosing this side or you're choosing that side. You can't have both. You either respond to life or you react to life. So stop talking about it and start doing the thing, okay? Put this in the comments again, all 11 of you. It's a really good affirmation, okay? I will do what I can, when I can, because I can. I will do what I can, when I can, because I can. okay? I will do what I can, when I can, because I can. A lot of you guys are like me. You've got kids running around. You're doing 700 things every single day because you're a mom, for example, okay? Now, obviously, I'm not talking to just moms. Just roll with the example for me. If you're a mom like me, I've got a newborn sitting right here by me, okay? Last week was so incredibly frustrating for me because every time, I kid you not, like without fail, every time I went to record something for a funnel, for YouTube, putting something together, I kid you not, my kids went psycho. I'm not kidding. It's like their energy was like, ooh, let's stop mom from doing anything, right? And then you have someone like Jamie Douglas who says that she created her first YouTube video at 2 a.m. because that was the only time that worked for her, her schedule, her priorities, being a mom with her family. Now, I'm not saying you have to wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning or stay up till then and create something, but when your belief is so strong that your behavior then precedes it, that is when you create results. If you don't have the two, praxis, Praxis, go look it up from Bob Proctor, okay? Praxis. It's the integration, it's the fusion of belief with behavior, rather than I talk all freaking day long and my results don't actually say that the noise I just made of I can do it is real. Okay? What was the thing? I will do what I can, when I can, because I can. The important part about that phrase is the because I can. Don't think it's like, oh, well, today I have time, so like I'll kind of work on my business. No, I'm talking consistent effort because you're consistent in your thoughts. You're consistent in your belief system. Otherwise, you really are just making a noise and it's dead weight. It ends up being an anchor on our team if your belief does not fuse with your behavior. Now, that is like a smack, wake up. I hope that comes across as tough love to you, because if you talk all day long about what you believe and your results do not say it, you don't actually believe it. Does that make sense? All dozen of you? Put yes in the comments if that makes sense to you. And you know what? If it's uncomfortable, you're like, oh, but I really I want to believe it. I do believe it, Kirst. What are you talking about? Right? If you believe it so much, your behavior would then shift into the action required to give you the result you want. Did you hear that? Dang, that was like so good. I'm spitting fire today. I don't even know what the freak I said. Gonna have to watch myself back. Okay? Does that make sense to you guys? Your belief has to be so strong. Your alignment with your goals has to be so strong that your belief then moves your body into action. Naturally. Habitually. When you create habits, it's natural, right? You have a habit of waking up at the same time every single morning. You have a habit of putting your left foot, then your right foot in your pair of pants. And if you did the opposite, it would feel funny, right? Just like putting on your pair of pants, your creation within this business has to be so down to a routine, so habitual, so natural for you, that every time you say you believe something, your body then goes and moves to that goal. If not, you are just talking and you are just making a noise. It would be like you're saying words and all that's coming out is a bunch of noise. There's no actual awareness attached to it. Okay? A lot of you guys will comment and say, yeah, I agree, believe it. Don't just talk, go do the thing. And ironically, you're the one who doesn't have the result. So again, stop talking, go do it. Does that make sense? Put yes in the comments if that makes sense to you guys. And then you know what? Go actually do the thing. Every resource that we give you guys, whether it's on Mindset Monday, it's on Teachable Tuesday, it's on Focus Friday, any random stuff that we create, Danielle and I and Bill are constantly thinking of how can we duplicate what we've done? How can we replicate? How can we repeat the experiences, the results that all of us desire? How can we do that? We're always looking at the how. But the how, you guys, is only required after the belief is there. The how then shows up when your belief system is so on point that your behavior moves towards the goal. So stop talking like you want to do this business, like you one day you're going to succeed. Sometime you're going to market. Hey, I did a TikTok. Hey, I did a YouTube, blah, blah, blah. Who the freak cares what you're doing if spiritually you don't believe it? No one cares what you're talking about unless you have the result. So believe so much in your results. Get so aligned with your goals. So aligned with your goals. For me, it brings me to tears. Because I love connecting with my goals so much that I put myself there as if it's mine today. Your alignment with your goals has to be so on point that you believe it so much that your belief then is fused, it's integrated, it's talking to your behavior. It's going together. You can behave all day long and do a lot of the data, I sent out emails type of thing, but if those emails you're sending out are not giving result, you're just busy. Busyness does not equal movement. Okay? Busyness does not equal results. Just because you checked the box of I sent out emails and I showed up for Mindset Monday and I finally did a YouTube video. Freak, it does not matter if you do a YouTube video today if you don't do one tomorrow. You guys hear me talk all the time. It's like going to the gym. You cannot go to the gym once or twice a week, eat donuts the rest of the time, and expect to lose 20 pounds. Just the exact same thing with this business. You cannot expect to have 1 platinum a day enroll, 10 platinums a week, whatever your goal is. You can't expect that to happen if your belief system is not there. The thing you really believe in is what gives you a result. The thing you believe in is what gives you your result. All of you guys on right now should be at least at Platinum Manager, which is 3 enrollments. 3 platinum enrollments. Every single person, even if you're watching the replay, you should be at least 3 platinum enrollments. And if you're not, you need to backtrack and say, where in my belief system is it lacking? Where in my belief system is it lacking? Okay? That's a little of your own discovery today. We could have coaching calls galore about something like this, where you actually then shift your behavior. But until you decide to shift your behavior, you're just talking and you're just making noise. I know, makes me sad too, Joss. She agrees. Can't you hear that? Does that make sense, you guys? Okay, I'm done for right now. I know we only went about 20 minutes. That's perfect. Do you guys have any questions for me specifically that I'm on right now? Okay, all 17 of you. If you're barely hopping on right now, I challenge you to go watch the replay when this is done. Because the fire I just spat out, you need it. I know you do. Okay? So stop commenting about what you're going to do and that you're working on it and that someday you're going to have platinums and oh my gosh, I am aligned with my goals. No, you're not. If you're aligned with your goals, your belief would then give you your behavior, which would give you the result. All 16 of you on right now, 17 of you on right now should have the management status 3 platinum enrollments. Have that be your focus this week. Hi, Catherine. Have that be your focus this week. Get 3 platinums this week. Who's in on that? Put me in the comments if you're in on that. Even if you already have 3 platinums, even if you already have 3 golds. Today, right now, today, you're going to believe so much that you have another 3 platinums that you're going to go find them today. You're going to enroll 3 platinums today. Hi, Caitlin. Because every single one of you should have that result. And if you do not, you are the person who is just talking. You're the person who's cheerleading. And you're not the person who's actually doing the thing. Okay? 3 platinums this week. Okay? McKaylin, I always think I'm going to say your name wrong, by the way. I hate it. Just like Alana, I always had thought it, I know it's Alana, but I want to say Elena. It's bad. Anyway, Richard, Jason, Greg, McKaylin, Catherine, Tim, Jamie, Caitlin. However many of you that I just said, like 6 or 7 of you? Hi, Rose. Okay, say there's 7 of you without me counting. That's 21 platinums this week. Do you even know the type of momentum that it would feel like when we have 7 of you get 3 platinums this week? And if you're just hopping down like you are, Rose, make sure to catch the replay. Same with you, Heather, okay? And Cheryl. Okay, so that's 24 platinums this week from our team. That's what I call Big Mo. And once you have those 3 platinums, you know how simple it is to then get another 3 platinums? Because you already have the result. You're already like, look at my evidence. I know I can replicate and do the same. I'm not going to continue being the one who talks and makes noise and doesn't actually do the walk. Okay? Any questions? I know Jamie had one. Is it best to drive traffic to your YouTube channel or to your capture page? So it depends. That's a great question, Jamie. Drive traffic to your YouTube channel would allow a person to build rapport with you, which is a good thing. Just make sure in your description that you then have you have a direct call to action. Hey, Jamie Douglas back at you with our blah, 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 SHD, blah, 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 whatever you're talking about, right? You're integrating what you learned from YouTube University. You then spit the golden nuggets that you have, and then you give a call to action. Click that link below to get started today. See you on the inside soon. Hey, if you like what you hear, hit that subscribe button for me. I'm on every Tuesday and Saturday at this time, whatever, okay? Direct call to action. When you give a direct call to action, if you feel good about driving traffic, say from traffic authority, okay? Driving traffic to your YouTube channel, make sure your YouTube channel then has a link for them to actually get plugged into, which would, in my opinion, be your capture page that collects their email so we can do the follow-up, and or the sign-up page, depending what your video is, okay? Assuming capture page. Any other questions? Let's see. So Daniel says, cold traffic to capture page, warm traffic, like TikTok or social media, can go to your YouTube. Yep. Yes, ma'am. Well, yes, sir. But yes, ma'am, to Jamie as well. Overwhelmed with Builderall for some reason. Do you have any additional training videos? McKaylin, message me. Yep. And Daniel, you guys, I'll just repeat exactly what he just commented. Do what we know works. Do what works. Traffic authority, TikTok, Facebook Reels, Instagram stories, Craigslist, and YouTube. Do not go outside of that. If you're going to go outside of it, you have to have some serious proof backing you. Okay? Like I've got a couple things going right now that are not included on that because I'm proving it as a leader for you guys so that when it works, I can say this works. But don't go outside of those things. Traffic authority, TikTok, Facebook Reels, Instagram stories, Craigslist, and YouTube. You should be doing those things. Don't reinvent the wheel. Amen. Amen, Daniel. 6 platinums this week to start. Perfect, Carl. Crush it. Don't talk. Go do it. YouTube it. Nah. Hey, that's kind of funny. McKaylin. McKaylin. Daniel says YouTube it. Which, okay, let's be honest. Builderall is incredibly awesome. It's absolutely stellar. A lot of when I've reached out to them on customer service because I don't know how to do something, they actually either create a Loom video for me, or they find their Builderall support team who already has something on YouTube and they send me the clip for it. So if you have a question around Builderall, I mean, they're probably going to send you to YouTube anyway, to be honest. But just be specific with your question. So when you type it into YouTube, how do I blah, blah, blah with Builderall, 110%, someone's already created the video for you. Totally. So Cheryl, great question. Are the leaders using LinkedIn? If the answer is yes, sure, go on LinkedIn. If not, don't. Got a lot of Facebook going, Greg, that's awesome. Do your results say that you using Facebook a lot is working? If the answer is yes, continue doing it. If not, alter. Those videos just seem like they make it so complicated. Yeah, but what's complicated, Michaelin, is staying where you are feeling confused. So watch the videos, find a tutorial that walks you through exactly what to do, pause it, and do exactly what it says, okay? Nothing from Craigslist. Maybe I'm not doing it right, but I've used ideas from this group. Awesome. So either alter what you're doing or, in my opinion, change your belief system. Change your belief system. Because someone like Bill, okay, some like myself, for example, I've used Craigslist for many, many things, and it's always worked out for me, right? It's always worked out. Make sure you have a direct call to action. Have it be like a Netflix series, okay? The pilot, I know I say it funny. The pilot in the first episode on a Netflix series does what? Captures your attention. It builds relationships, right? And it has a call to action, meaning at the very end, it does something that makes you want to watch the next episode. Have your Craigslist ad be very similar, okay? Best way for me to describe it. Hook, build up, present value, call to action. Just the same stuff you would use on TikTok. Hi, Jay. So Greg, if you're not sure that Facebook is working yet, I would bet you it's not working for you with however you're doing it because you do not have the results you desire, right? Lance gets leads from Craigslist. So Michaelin, have Lance be evidence that Craigslist works. We would not teach you guys something that does not work. Facebook Reels, for me, I can't even keep up with the comments. Like I'm seriously like weeks behind because I have so many comments on Facebook Reels. They're just repurposed TikToks, okay? Yep, Jamie says if you're trying to do it on the iPad, don't, just from experience. Yeah, you're gonna want to do Builderall, creating a funnel and things like that on a computer or a laptop. But just so you guys know, you guys can do Builderall, that's great, but don't worry about Builderall right now. Focus your attention on getting results. Builderall funnels, you don't need that right now. Get momentum, go get 3 platinums this week minimum, and then let's chat about Builderall. Because right now, I mean, you already have your affiliate links, right? You guys go to that 123 SHG website that we've created, you focus on just those things, you'd have results, right? Does that make sense? But then we think, oh, well, I have to have Builderall because Kirsty suggests it. Oh, I have to have traffic because blah, blah, blah. No, your only job, your one and only job in this SHG business is to do what, guys? Put it in the comments for me, all 16 of you. What is your one and only job? Aside from mindset, obviously. Obviously, because it's my fave. What's your one and only job? Let's see. Another round from Craigslist. So same thing, Jamie, and to all of you guys, not just Jamie specifically, but if you're doing Craigslist, consistency is key. Don't like try it out and see if it works and then be like, oh yeah, I'll come back to it because I didn't see a result. No, you get results because you're consistent. Relate it to going to the gym. If I went to the gym twice this week, didn't lose 20 pounds, then I'm like, oh yeah, maybe I should go back. No, I would have a routine down so that I know I can lose my 20 pounds and I would stop eating donuts, right? Just as the dumb example, but roll with me, okay? Proof that it works. Yep, Danielle, 100%. So Greg, stop talking, start doing. You want results this week? Bad, cool. Get off this live video and go do the thing, okay? Spent a month on Builderall, didn't need it. Promote, drive traffic. Yep. 100%, you guys are all right. Your one and only job in SHG is to promote. That's it. You're only driving traffic. That is it. You don't need something like Builderall or ClickFunnels or whatever else You don't need that. That's advanced. That's for later after you have results. But if you're like me, when I started in the affiliate space, I sat around for what felt like a month because I felt like I had to have everything in store. We do the email follow-up for you. You already have your funnel based on your affiliate ID. Okay? So you don't need all the other extra stuff until you have results. Yes, Richard, sponsor people, but how do you sponsor people? By driving traffic consistently. So if you're not getting results, okay, just going back to what we were just talking about, if your results are not there and you're not getting at least, like minimum, 3 enrollments a week, your belief needs to shape up. If you're not getting at least 3 enrollments a week, or maybe you've been in this business for over a month and you're like, I don't even have 1 enrollment. Yeah, bro, it's because your belief is all talk and it does not align with your goals enough to have your behavior shift. Okay? Now I know that's really point blank, but the reality is, and I'm eating my own words, you guys. I had like 2 enrollments last week, I think. So I did not even have what I desire either. I didn't have what I desire either. So I'm right there with you. I'm in the trenches with you. We just need to start figuring out how we can duplicate what leaders are doing and have you guys stop overthinking and overwhelming for something that does not freaking work. Okay? We have the resources already available to you. Now it's up to you to actually implement what you learn. And if you don't, your results are saying that. It's very obvious. There's a handful of you on right now who really are talking. That's it. Now I won't call you out. You probably know exactly who you are. You're a lot of talk and no walk. That's an okay place to be. Give yourself some grace for not knowing better. But now that you know better, go do it. We have to close that knowing, doing gap by fusing your belief with your behavior. And if you just believe, you're not going to have results. You're going to hop on these trainings and be like, woohoo, yeah, it's awesome. I feel so motivated. If your motivation then does not give you any result, you're full of crap. Nah, which sounds harsh, but you know what I mean. Yep, just got to start, Alana, 100%. 100%. So keep it simple. You don't need to have an email sequence. Oh, wait, we do that for you. And even if you desire to do your own email sequence, you don't need to email people unless you have leads. The way you get leads, the way you sponsor people is to what, guys? Drive traffic. So Facebook Reels, Instagram Stories, YouTube, Craigslist, TikTok. Was that it? Those are the things that work. Those are the things that work. Don't ask me about LinkedIn. Don't ask me about some other platform. Do what works. Do what works. Don't reinvent the wheel. If you, again, went to the gym to lose 20 pounds and your trainer said, this is what we're going to do, this is what works, and you're like, hey, but what about this? No, you would not. You would take your trainer seriously because he knows what the freak he's talking about, right? You wouldn't go to your training session and be like, hey, but like, I need to do this part right too. Or like what? Right? No, you'd go to the gym, you'd hire a trainer to lose that 20 pounds or whatever the goal is, right? And you would replicate what the trainer says. So Cheryl, for example, if you believe that you want to be on LinkedIn, cool, go do it. But right now, if you're not having the results you desire, stop saying, well, it worked other places. Well, yeah, maybe not here. Okay? Belief with your behavior. I'm not saying other things don't work. I'm saying you're going to chop down your time for results a ton if you stop trying to reinvent the wheel. But when you overcomplicate it, and say, I need Builderall and I need an email sequence and I'm so confused and I can't get on YouTube because I don't have time and I have to do LinkedIn and like bombard people on my Facebook feed. Oh my gosh, I'm not getting results. Yeah, no, duh, Sherlock, because you're not doing what works. So start doing what works, you guys. Stop overcomplicating it. Okay? Would you rather have proof that something works or would you like to trudge your own path and then be in the trenches for longer than necessary? Okay? Daniel, for example, 110% YouTube works. I could almost guarantee his 15 enrollments last week, I would bet at least half of them came from YouTube. The enrollments I get, a lot of times they come from Facebook Reels. And yes, I'm getting into YouTube. Why? Because there's so much more clarity there than anywhere else. So don't reinvent the wheel. Don't reinvent the wheel. Do what works. Stop thinking like, oh, but I'm gonna. No, your results are not there, so stop, my friend. If your results are there, keep at it. But a lot of you guys, a handful of you guys on, the 15 of you right now, don't have the results you desire. Why? Because you're trying to do everything that's not working. Or your belief is not there, so you're all talk, no walk. Okay? Any other questions? I know it's been about 35 minutes now. 35 minutes. If you guys have any other questions, let me know. I'll stay on for a couple more seconds here. If not, we'll see you for Teachable Tuesday, tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern. Teachable Tuesday. Yep, Lance, 100%. Yep. I will do what I can when I can because I can. My son who just turned 3, he was in physical therapy for a while, so he still sometimes has the mentality that he can't step up on a stair because we had to work with him on it. Every single time he says, but Mom, I can't. I look at him and I say, no, Colton, what do you say? And I've gotten it so habitual for him that he now says, oh yeah, I can, I will, I must. I can, I will, I must. I'm teaching that to him as a 3-year-old because I don't want him to be a 30-year-old adult saying that he cannot. And I want the same for you guys. Okay? The end. We'll see you tomorrow for Teachable Tuesday. Thanks for hopping on. And I am confident you guys got value from this. I know I went a little bit longer than anticipated. That's awesome. I know that it was needed. So go do the thing. Stop talking. I will do what I can when I can because I can. The last 3 words are the most important. Because I can. Because I can. Okay? Have an awesome day, you guys. With grace, Kirsty.